Multiac Clan fam? Welcome back to another video. This week we're checking out Clairo's Pretty Girl. This was a request down in my comment section, so I will be fulfilling it. Super cool song. 3 pretty beautiful lush chords. Let's zoom in, break it down, and get you covering it. Alright y'all, so let's break this down. Couple tone settings I want to talk here. I have a little bit of chorus and a little bit of reverb to kind of, get that almost like synth sound. I know it's hard to kind of, get the exact tone because it's on a keyboard synth, but this is as close as I can get. I'm going to show you a couple different ways to play it because I like this voicing the best. I think this is the best in terms of getting the actual tone that's on the original recording. But essentially we're only dealing with 3 chords here. We're dealing with a D minor 7, an E minor 7, and a C major 7. It is what we call D Dorian. We are in the D Dorian mode. So you don't have to worry about what that means, but basically we're in the key of C major. Okay, so the chords that are going to go as follows is going to be a D minor 7, an E minor 7, and a C major 7. So I want to show you the voicings that I played in the intro there because that's what I believe is the best as far as voicing goes. So maybe you're not familiar with these types of chord shapes, but this is a really good lesson if you're not. So check this out. This first chord is a E minor 7. What I'm doing here is I'm up on the 9th fret and I'm putting my second finger on the 9th fret of the D, my third finger is coming to the 9th fret of the G, my first finger is coming to the 8th fret of the B, and my pinky is grabbing the 10th fret of the high E. And nothing on the 2 lower strings. So that's an E minor 7. If I move that down 1 whole step, now I have an D minor 7. You're probably used to seeing E minor 7 this way and D minor 7 this way. This is like a jazz voicing. I use a lot in jazz music. Anyhow, so the intro is basically going to cycle between D minor 7 and E minor 7. So it's going to have 2 bars on each chord. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the strumming pattern that I was doing for the intro was something like this. So I'm thinking like down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down. And then when it got to the chorus part, we have a D minor 7 and a C major 7 now this time. And the voicing that I was playing for the D minor 7 this time was this voicing. This is also a jazz voicing. I just like these voicings because I think they're more suitable to what's going on in the actual recording. Trying to get it to sound as much synth-like as you possibly can. But this fingering here is basically I'm going to have my second finger on the A string, 5th fret. First finger is going to stretch back to the 3rd fret on the D string, and then I'm going to have my third finger is going to go to the 5th fret of the G string, and my pinky is going to grab the 6th fret on the B string. Nothing on the 2 outer strings. So that's another form of a D minor 7. These are all movable, by the way, too. So here's E minor 7. You move it up a whole step. So anyway, for the chorus part, I could be a pretty girl. I wear for you. Same pattern that I was doing earlier as far as strumming, but now I'm going. So in the verse chords, you have 2 bars per each chord. So like for the verses, that would be 2 bars on each chord, and then when you get to the chorus, it's 1 bar per chord. So again, I'm just using these chords because I think, again, it kind of fills out how it sounds on the recording. But I want to show you an alternative way in case you're having a problem with those stretches. Again, it's just revolving around that D minor 7, and E minor 7, and C major 7. If you can't get some of those harder stretch jazz voicings, you could try playing it just as a standard bar chord like this. So you could go D minor 7. chorus comes along. I could be a pretty girl, I wear a skirt for you. I don't know, but I just dig this song a lot. I really, really like this. Like, when I got this as a request, I was like, oh my god, this is an awesome song. Anyhow, so yeah, this is the idea that we're thinking here. So if you're not familiar with this shade, this is like an A minor 7 with a bar. So finger-wise, we would have nothing on the thickest string. Then we'd have 5, 7, 5, 6, 5. So that shape. And then you would just move that up to the E minor position. So these are all movable again. So you'd have D minor 7, E minor 7, and then C major 7. So the C major 7 is a full bar on the 3rd fret, nothing on the lower string, and my finger-wise would be 3, 5, 4, and then we would have 5, and then 3. So let me kind of break it down through each part again, and we'll close out here. So I'm thinking, in the verses, I'm thinking D minor 7, E minor 7, D minor 7, E minor 7. That happens 2 more times. D minor 7, E minor 7. One more time, D minor 7, and to E minor 7. Then we'd have the chorus. C major 7, E minor 7, D minor 7. I could be a pretty girl, I wear a skirt for you. Yeah, I could be a pretty girl, shut up when you want me to. I could be a pretty girl, won't ever make you blue. So that's kind of the idea, but on the choruses I'm kind of changing the strumming up a little bit. I'm doing some more downstrokes, so like, you know, when it kind of comes in, you can kind of hear this on the record where it's like. So you can kind of use your ear, but with that I'm kind of just doing more downstrokes. I kind of like that idea of that, so I could be your pretty girl, I wear a skirt for you. And notice the way that I'm playing the chords is kind of how the rhythm of the vocal melody comes. So just remember, it's really just D minor to E minor to C major 7, and whatever way you want to finger these chords. You know, there's all kinds of different ways that you can finger chords in music, right? You could play it this way, you could play it this way. You could also even play it all the way up here where you have D minor 7 here, and have E minor 7 here, and you could have C major 7 all the way here. You know, so whatever way. You could even play it in open position, like let's do it here where you just have D minor. If I was to do it down in open position, I would basically have like a little F major triad here, so my fingers would be nothing on the 2 lower strings, and we'd have 2, 2, 1, 1 for our D minor 7, and then we'd have an E minor 7. Just a regular E minor chord, but then we put our pinky on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. That's our 7th, our D note. So, and then you could play it like this. And if you wanted to use the open C major 7, just a C major chord with your 1st finger off. That's the major 7th, the open B string. So you could go. So in open position. But again, I really like these voicings up here. I think they sound a little bit more fuller. Alright, Hatt Clan fam, that was the video. I hope you digged it. Let me know what other Clairo songs you would like to see down in the comment section. And if you're new to this channel or you're coming across this time for the first time, consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification. I post new videos every single week. Take care.